Hi, Lauren.
Hi. Yes, so
Nice to see
nice
you.
to meet you and nice to see you. Yes, congratulations on 7 seasons of this show. I think the production and the filming and cinematography is absolutely phenomenal, and 7 seasons is pretty amazing.
Thank you so much. I agree with you. We have the best team. The show looks so beautiful. There's only one thing that's not really beautiful in the show. Me, just my this face. But other than
No.
that, gorgeous.
No, well, I absolutely love that you highlighted Washington, D.C., of
I
course.
love it.
Yes, I especially love Baked and Wired, the bakery, and also Razika, the Indian spot that you went to. Some of the crispy spinach. I'm glad that you and Jake Tapper tried the crispy spinach. So, what did
It's
you?
undeniable.
Yeah, how do you decide on which restaurants to visit, and how did you decide specifically on the Washington, D.C. ones?
So I had been to DC several times before. I love it. I think it's an amazing and growing food scene, as I'm sure you do. Uh, and Rasika, I had been to before. I understand that it was one of the Obama's favorite restaurants, right?
It is, and a lot of celebrities who film in DC end up going there too to eat dinner.
Well, they have several locations right now, and
Mhm.
it's great. But there's so many. The Korean place that we went to, had you been there?
Anju, no. I saw I was it on is it was called Anju. I haven't been there, but now I've added everyone to my list that I haven't been to.
Oh, good. See that, and then I feel useful that
Yeah.
I can turn you on, and you live there to a
Yes,
place that
exactly.
maybe you didn't know about, right? But the way I do it is the way you would do it. I would Google best place to eat in Washington, D.C., right? And then I go down, and you never just go by one recommendation. You have to cross reference, right?
Hmm.
Because it could be the owner that says, this is the best restaurant in town, right? So you want to cross reference, and you start seeing it appear in the local papers and magazines and other people's reviews. And then I have something that maybe you don't have, which is a production company in New York
Right.
with fixers who are all over the world, because
Hmm.
our production company was Anthony Bourdain's production company.
Wow.
Okay. So they literally have, because he was on for like 18 years, fixers all over the world.
Yeah.
So I send them my list. How does this look? How about this? And they say, oh, yeah, that one's good. We can go there. That one's not great anymore, or it's not, doesn't exist anymore, or there's a better place. And then we leave room in the schedule for stuff to happen. Like
Hmm.
I happened to be walking past Baked and Wired,
Right. I saw that.
and there
That was
was this
really
group of
cool.
ladies
Hmm.
who said hi to me,
Hmm.
and they look fantastic. And I said, let's go get pastries in there, and we'll come out and eat with them. And that happened on the spot. It's my favorite thing.
I love that. It's so great when you can actually see people who are enjoying the food and talk with them and like
Yes.
enjoy that experience together.
Yes, you have to, but and I would say to you, if you're on vacation, don't overplan. So
That's true.
that stuff can happen to you. How many
Yeah.
times have you been somewhere and you walked into a place because you're hungry and it's raining or something? Let's just go in here and eat, and it's the meal of your life,
Oh, so many times. I've discovered
right?
many restaurants and especially South Beach, one of my favorite places in Miami to go to.
Yes.
And so many, I've just walked into so many different places there. I'm sure that this is very hard for you to pinpoint, but what is something in this experience of the show where you did not like a specific food item in the past, but you've retried it at a restaurant and now it's maybe one of your favorite dishes? I mean, especially in the Scotland episode, I love Scotland. My mom and I did an Isle of Skye tour. You had like the oysters and the whiskey. Like you were like, I would have never thought to put this together. But
Exactly.
yeah, is there something specifically that you can remember, like a specific food item that you love now because you experienced it at one of the restaurants?
Wow, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
Things that like who would put that? So you take an oyster, right? You dump out a little of the water from the oyster and replace it with scotch.
Sounds great.
But would you think to do that? I
No.
mean, what kind of crazy drinking problem do you have that you need to add whiskey to everything? But this,
In
well, that's
Scotland, they
fantastic.
say to do that. So,
Yeah, I had a pro. Actually, he was selling whiskey, so he
yeah.
was he was a little more excited about doing that.
Oh my gosh.
But damn, if it's not fantastic, I would tell everybody just a little bit, taste it.
Yeah,
Right? You never
absolutely.
know until you try it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of my last questions for you. I know you and your daughter are releasing a book called
Just try it.
Try It. And
Yeah.
my goddaughter, Bella, is the pickiest eater. She's 9 years old. So I'm going to be buying the book for her. Are
Oh,
you hoping that now like kids will kind of have fun with this and maybe try more food items? Because I think it's awesome that the two of you wrote this together.
that's the point, right?
Yeah.
But it's not just for kids. How many adults that do you know that won't try stuff? How many
Oh,
adults do you know that say, yeah, I don't really like travel,
oh, yeah. Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. So many.
So I'm the guy who talking about Anthony Bourdain, I would watch him and I go, he's amazing. I'm never doing that, right? But maybe there's a show for people like me who are sitting on the couch who just getting off the couch is a giant step out of their comfort zone,
Hmm.
right? So I feel like I'm that guy or was that guy until I started going.
Yeah.
We all have the fear of the unknown. Little
Hmm.
kids have it with food. This looks weird. I'm not eating that, right?
Especially with
We have it.
greens. Yeah.
We old people, we have it with other things. But sometimes that little baby step out of your comfort zone into the unknown,
Hmm.
now you're not as afraid anymore. Whether you like it or not, you're not as afraid anymore because it's not unknown anymore. But you don't know until you try it.
That's true. I love that. I love that the book can just appeal to everything and not just food. Well, Phil, it was so nice chatting with you today. Next time you come to DC, I highly recommend Filomena Ristorante, which is a great Italian restaurant right around the corner from Baked and Wired in Georgetown. I've been there many times for birthdays and celebrations, and it's phenomenal. So Filomena should be on your next time coming to DC.
Thank you, Lauren. I'm going to be in Washington with my live show at the Warner Theater on April 17th.
Oh, okay, great. I want to come
Come
see
see me,
you and
people.
bring my dad.
Yeah.
The Warner Theater is stunning. I've seen a couple of different shows there, Broadway and like stand-up comedy too.
Wow.
So you definitely need to try Filomena when you go. And Bourbon Steak, I saw you went to Bourbon Steak at the Four Seasons, and that's also a phenomenal restaurant too.
Very nice.
Yes. Thank you, Phil, and congratulations. I'm so excited for audiences to see season 7 when it's out on Netflix on March 1st.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you. Bye,
Bye,
Phil.
dear.